burial, or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation today. So give me a call. Looking forward to chatting with you. 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripes, Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker at Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. All righty. So, I guess depending on your perspective, you're out of your misery, I guess. You know, the U.S. men's national soccer team lost to Belgium last night by a score of 4-1, so they are now eliminated from the World Cup tournament. I'm sorry they lost, but it's soccer. I just can't get overly excited. I don't know. Let me see here. What else is going on? Well, you heard a lot of this on the news. So Graham Plattner, he currently anyway, is the Democrat nominee for U.S. Senate in the state of Maine, going up against Republican Susan Collins. I think she's going for, I can't remember now, her 5th or 6th term as senator. I forget. It's up there. I forget if it's 5 or 6. Anyway, his campaign for the last few months has been rocked by allegation after allegation after allegation. A lot of it to a sexual content. The latest one is sexual, where he is being accused of a sexual assault by an old girlfriend who says she was forced to have sex with him against her will. He, of course, is denying everything, but at the same time, he, excuse me, he's stepping back a little bit to think about the best way forward on this campaign. He's talking with people, whatnot. In the meantime, he is losing a lot of support that he previously had. Endorsements have been pulled. Zoran Mondami, I believe, has pulled his support. Ro Khanna, congressman from California, has pulled. Elizabeth Warren, and a lot more. And now Bernie Sanders has now pulled his support. John Fetterman earlier in the day had slammed Bernie Sanders for not doing so, but how he has. So up in Maine, the way I understand it, if Graham Plattner withdraws from the campaign by, I believe it's July 14th. The Democratic Party of Maine can name a replacement candidate on the ballot. If he waits until after, things get a little problematic, I guess. But anyway, that's how things kind of stand up in Maine. Let's see, what else here? BJ's Wholesale Club. I know of just one in the area, and that's over around Bridgeville area off of 79. I've never been in one, but a BJ's Wholesale Club out in Ocean Township, New Jersey, the roof collapsed yesterday with about 27 shoppers inside. Nobody, thankfully, was hurt, but there is video on the internet that you can catch. A lot of heavy rains in New Jersey this past week. They haven't said the reason for the collapse. I'm going to guess water had a lot to do with that. Speaking of another collapse, over in Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, New York, a 38-story high-rise has been evacuated for fear is about to collapse. The high-rise, a former headquarters for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, is in the process of being converted over into apartments. But bricks started falling off of the facade earlier this morning, and the floors, I think the floors 21 through 26 are buckling, and some support foundation is buckling as well, so they are afraid of an imminent collapse. About 6 other surrounding buildings have been evacuated as well, including a school. So there is that. I mentioned last week that Ford had another recall of, what was it, 400 plus thousand? Well, they just announced another recall of over 110,000. Mustang GTD, and Mustang Mach-E. The car that has the most recalls associated to it is the Mustang and the Mustang GTD, is for a windshield wiper problem. Okay, apparently in cold weather, the wiper can be stuck on high speed. So, okay, recall, it's not, I mean, it's still a recall. The big one, though, has to do with the Mustang Mach-E, their electric version of the Mustang, which personally I think is an ugly car, and they did the Mustang name a disservice by putting it on this car. Anyway, over 42,000 are involved in the recall. There is something in the rear drive train that could break, possibly causing an accident. So, but yeah, Ford, again, not having a good year. Also, about cars, the average new car payment has now reached an all-time high. $770 a month is the average new car payment. If you want to lease a car, the average lease payment is $619. And if you want to buy a used car, $531 is the average payment. Now, used car, it doesn't say what years. I don't know. But there is that. There is $1.685 trillion, so $1,685 billion in outstanding consumer debt when it comes to car payments. So Americans owe $1.6 trillion in new car debt. That's 9% of total consumer debt. Ouch, huh? Let me see. What else do I have on here? So, for those of you that like to look up into the night sky, apparently tonight, best time will be around 12:30 tonight, 12:30 a.m., so technically Wednesday morning. The moon and Saturn are going to appear in the sky as, well, kind of side by side almost. So, and you'll be able to see it with the naked eye. You won't need a telescope. You won't need a binoculars. I don't think you'll be able to see the rings of Saturn, but it'll be up there if you wish. And then finally, since my wife is elsewhere, recuperating from injuries, I'm kind of, bachelor. So I can only putter around the house for so long. And I'm looking for suggestions of shows that I should binge watch or could binge watch if I so choose. So do you have any suggestions for me? So ones that I have watched, they're all they don't have any new content for me right now. So I'm looking for something new. I've heard there's one called, I don't know if it's, Hail Mary. And I don't know if it's called Hail Mary or maybe Hail Mary Project. I'm not sure, but Hail Mary is in it. And it's a science fiction thing, I understand, about saving mankind. I've heard it's good. I haven't seen anything. So I want to hear from you. I need your help here. What do I need? What do you recommend that I stream? So give me a call on that, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so looking forward to hearing from you, whatever it may be. It could be one of the topics I've brought up, or if there's something else that you wish to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. I want to hear from you. We can also continue talking about health insurance. I've been having some other conversations with folks, and just the entire mess that health insurance is, the health industry is. I don't understand. And I'm bringing my wife into play on this here. Her physicians at Ruby Memorial Hospital recommended inpatient physical therapy. They say, hey, she needs this for her recovery. And, well, I guess you can't be surprised, but the facility that we would have taken her to agrees. So yes, she would benefit from intense physical therapy. But if you've been listening the last week or so, you know the story. It was a decision was made, and it was appealed 3 times, and turned down 3 times. So now she is stuck with outpatient physical therapy. Somebody will come to the house twice a week for, maybe a half hour. Maybe a half hour. Had we gone, had she been able to go to the other place, it would have been 3 hours a day for I don't know how long, maybe a week, maybe 5 days. I don't know, 3 hours a day. Labeled as intense physical therapy 3 times a day for an hour each session. So where does the insurance company get off telling the doctor, no, we're not going to allow that. I don't know. I understand wanting to save money, but did they not look at this and use some common sense? 2 broken legs and a broken clavicle. You want to tell me how this woman is going to walk or move around with minimal pain, minimal chances of exacerbating her injuries? Isn't that what physical therapy is all about? Getting back to how you were before? You know, she had her first in-house visit yesterday. And she was basically told by that physical therapist, hey, don't worry, you're not going to forget how to walk. Oh, thank you. Thank you. As my wife says, she says, I want to do what's necessary so that this injury doesn't linger into her later years. She doesn't want to be, and I can't blame her, she doesn't want to be hampered in her movements 10, 15, 20 years from now because of something that happened 2 weeks ago. The insurance company, in their infinite wisdom, when they first turned us down, said, well, she has 2 broken legs. How's she going to participate in physical therapy? And then when the final determination came down a week later, they contradicted themselves by saying, well, she's able to travel 5 feet with the aid of a walker. She doesn't need it. So, it makes no sense. You know, apparently, supposedly, the insurance company says, well, it was a peer-to-peer review. One of our doctors had a conversation with one of your doctors. My question is, what specialty was your doctor, Mr. Health Insurance Executive? Was he an orthopedic? Was your doctor, did he specialize, he or she specialize in orthopedics? Because she was being seen by an orthopedist, and it was an orthopedist who recommended an in-house, inpatient rehabilitation facility. I would think an orthopedist would have a little more knowledge in this area than, say, oh, I don't know, a pediatric doctor or a heart surgeon or a dermatologist, an eye doctor. I don't know, because you're not guaranteed that you're having an actual peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer means equal, right? Well, I'm sorry, you might have a doctor's degree, but I don't think that an orthopedic surgeon and a heart surgeon are equal. Each in their own way is superior to the other, but they're not equal. So I know people, talk, oh, well, we just need to go to Medicaid. Medicaid for all. Medicare for all. That way, there will be no turn downs. Everybody will be accepted for everything. Okay, maybe, yeah. But do you really think that's the way to go? Do you really think Medicare for all is the way to go, especially if it's run by? And I know part of this whole thing with, insurance companies, they're worried about fraud. I don't know, take a look at the x-rays where you might actually see the fractures. So the whole system needs to be rebuilt. It needs to be torn down and rebuilt. And is it kosher to have a hospital system also have an insurance system? Really? So a hospital, for one thing, I believe hospitals are pretty much every one of them. They're supposed to be nonprofits. You know, they're labeled as nonprofits. Now, I don't begrudge them making a buck because you have to upgrade. New equipment. You know, enticing that world-class surgeon into your hospital. I understand that. But I don't know about you, but I have seen many times in the paper hospitals reporting what their earnings were for the quarter, for the year, whatever. And they're supposed to be and it's in the billions. They're supposed to be nonprofit. And now, insurance companies, well, I don't know of any single insurance company that's nonprofit. They're all for profit. To me, it seems the two work against each other. I don't think it's right that, and I'll be specific here, I don't think it's right that UPMC not only has a healthcare system, but they have UPMC insurance. I don't think it's right that WVU Medicine has a healthcare system and now an insurance arm to go along with it. That's me. Your thoughts? I do have a caller online, but I've talked too much here, and I've gone over schedule, so let me get in a commercial break first, and the caller on line 1, you will be first up, I promise you, right after this.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor area with a new fence from All Around Fence Company, conveniently located on Route 40 in Uniontown. All Around Fence has been installing quality residential, commercial, and farm fencing for more than 46 years. Offering residential fencing including chain link, decorative aluminum, steel, and more, All Around Fence has the fence for you. All Around Fence is also your one-stop shop for Neutrina products and carries Weaver equine and livestock supplies and Preferred farm equipment. So, if you need to upgrade an existing fence, add a new gate, or are considering the installation of new farm fencing, visit All Around Fence, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 to 1, or give them a call at 724-439-0331. To learn more, visit allaroundfence.com.
Voting is officially underway for the Best in Fayette contest. Your friends at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon are incredibly proud to be nominated for Best Home Builder. With beautiful open floor plans perfect for summertime family get-togethers and energy-efficient upgrades that save you money, Clayton Homes is truly gold medal worthy. Cast your vote every single day at bestinfayette.com. And come find your dream home today at 4500 Route 51 in Bell Vernon.
Mountaintop Title and Notary can handle all of your motor vehicle and PennDOT needs, such as titles, plates, renewal, registrations, and all notary needs. Tina Nicholson of Mountaintop Title and Notary can also handle ATV and boat titles and also does income taxes. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4:30, and appointments can be made for after hours and Saturdays. Mountaintop Title and Notary with a new location at 655 Nelson Road in Farmington, the only place you need to go for all title, notary, and tax work. Call Tina at 724-984-1514 for the most professional services around.
He noticed that the lymph node right outside of the gallbladder also didn't look right.
When David Koslow needed surgery, Brandon Ball, MD, Chief of Surgery at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, recognized something concerning and took action.
Now, if it wasn't for Dr. Ball, I really don't think I would be here today.
Stories like David's are why we're in medicine. Learn more about our surgical services at wviewmedicine.org/Uniontown.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, thanks for holding, and welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, I can't leave you hanging out no longer, Russ.
Okay.
This is Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Okay, there's a medical story. 2023, my mother broke her hip, got sent to Ruby for, hip replacement surgery.
Yeah.
So I go, that's a very good hospital. I have nothing to say about them. They're very good.
Oh, yeah,
But
neither
anyway,
do I. Do not have a single complaint about the care my wife received down there.
Fantastic service, and people are wonderful. But anyway, I called down there to find out her condition,
Yeah.
and they said, we'll put you on hold, and we'll get somebody can tell you how she's doing. So I'm hanging on the phone for a while, kind of like when I'm hanging on the phone with all the commercials you have. But anyway, Russ, so finally somebody comes on the line and says, how's my brother doing? How's his condition? I says, brother, I'm on a line waiting for the condition of my mother. I'm not a doctor. She says, oh, I'm sorry. They put me on a line with another person concerned about their brother.
Wow.
But I said, I'm still waiting on a line. I says, well, I hope your brother's in good shape and is all right, But yeah, I was talking to another person, and I'm thinking I'm talking to a doctor. Here I'm talking to another person that's inquiring about their brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the nurse, I told the nurse, I said, I've been talking to another person. They said, that never happened before where we put you on a line with somebody. I says, well, it happened today because I'm talking to the person. But anyway, the funny story is whenever they brought her back home for hospice care, okay?
Yeah.
In an ambulance, okay? This was late at night. And I'm wondering, well, where are they, Here, they tried to deliver her to another family down the street from me, a black family.
Oh.
And this is a 94-year-old white lady, okay? and Russ, I happen to know the family. They're wonderful. I've known them for years. And they finally, she must have told them, I'm at the wrong house. and they finally delivered to my house late at night.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that a funny story?
That is.
Yeah,
wow.
But anyway, I don't blame the ambulance drivers. They didn't know that some of the streets in Uniontown have the same name.
Well, I mean, and they would have been given an address, too. So maybe they were given the wrong address.
It's the same address as mine, same street, different location. But I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah, yes.
But anyway, you got time for another crazy story happened to me yesterday?
Sure, yeah.
You got time?
Yeah.
Okay. My vision is so bad, so I keep putting it off.
Okay, so this is where Johnny Carson comes in and says, how bad is it? Anyway, go on.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, you're supposed to put that line in there.
Yeah.
But it is so bad, Russ, that when I go outside, I can't see anything, just light. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm like blinded by any light. And even in the house, I have to keep the lamps off. I sit in the dark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's how bad my eyes are. So everybody keeps telling me, you got to make an appointment. Make an appointment. And I finally, to the point where I'm going to end up falling over my dog or breaking my hip or something. So I figure I'm calling the doctor today for sure about making an eye appointment. So I called him up and I said, I remember their number because it's on your station. You know what I mean? It's one of your sponsors.
Okay.
But anyway, I remember the number in my head, so I dialed it and I got the appointment. And she says, "Well, we need your Medicare card number to get things rolling in here, before you get here." I says, "Medicare? I can't read that Medicare number. I can't read it."
Uh-huh.
And she said, "Well, we have a lot of forms that you have to fill out before you come in here because you've never been a patient before." I says, "A lot of forms?" And she said, "Yeah, we'll send it." I says, "It don't do any good. I can't see them to write on them. You know what I mean? I can't see the forms.
Yeah.
They're all blank to me." She says, "Well, maybe somebody will stop by that can fill them out for you." I says, "Well, maybe I can get somebody to stop by and fill them out for me. That's the reason why I'm coming in there. I can't see." Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah.
But anyway, Russ, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Yeah, it's yeah, I know. There's some avenues that I'm going to pursue on all of this.
Yeah, I hope everything goes well with your wife.
I have no doubt. She's going to recover, and I'll somehow pay the price for all of this. And I will take it on willingly. But it's just going to take a while. She's going to be fine.
Yeah, just keep her away from the dog a little bit.
Well,
while she's on the mend.
That might be the hard part.
When she gets back home, Russ, keep her a little bit away from him.
That might be the hard part, but yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll let you go. Maybe somebody will call in, but anyway, you have a good day.
Hey, Jesse, you too. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, both lines open, 724-438-4593. No awaiting. So give me a buzz. Did you watch the soccer match last night? I'm watching the morning news, and some of the commentary concerning last night's match was, the U.S. men's team just seemed flat from the very first opening minute, and it just didn't get any better. That maybe there was a little spark there when they got the one goal to tie it up 1-1, but it didn't last very long. It's just they weren't there. They didn't have their hearts in the game last night, is what it boils down to. So did you watch it? What's your opinion? And, if you're like me, you don't have that much history with soccer. So it might be kind of hard to, determine whether they were playing with heart or they were lethargic or whatever. Why they didn't supposedly perform well last night. I don't know. If you watch a football game and a team is doing lousy, I mean, you could pretty much, if you've been watching the game long enough, you get a feel, you get an idea of why your team is playing so bad that particular game. Not so much with soccer. I don't have that history with it. So I want to hear from you. If you watched the game, I want to hear your take on the game last night. So regardless, even though the U.S. men's team lost last night, it appears that the World Cup tournament has been very successful. It's been very positive. It's increased the awareness of soccer in this country, which is a good thing. But just with the economic value that this tournament has brought to this country, and continues, because this was last night's game was for the right to be in the final eight, the Elite Eight, if you will, taking a basketball NCAA tournament term, the Elite Eight. So there's some games to go still, leading up to the championship game, which what is it? It's like July 16th, give or take a day, I think. It's the championship game. Who knows who'll be there? But it's a coming. It's a coming. So all righty. Your thoughts on Graham Plattner up in Maine? Should he resign from the campaign? Going into the primary that he won, and right after it, he had a lead in the polls over Susan Collins. That has vanished. They are at the very best they are tied, but in some polls Susan Collins has pulled ahead of Graham Plattner in the polls. So, should he resign, allowing the Democrat Party to put somebody else in his place? And is that, if this happens, if that takes place, is it a little reminiscent of President Biden dropping out and Kamala Harris, then Vice President Kamala, being, anointed and chosen by a few to take his place? And we all know how well that went in the end. Is it a little reminiscent? Just what do you think? What do you think? It is a little bit to me. Different circumstances, obviously. But one of the differences is, Maine has the Democrat Party of Maine. They have rules already in place for this eventuality, and it's not like these rules were made up yesterday. They've been part of the Maine Democratic Party bylaws for quite some time, is what I understand. So there is a difference there. Maine's had this for a while. The Democratic National Committee, they were flying by the seat of their pants and figuring out what to do. They didn't have anything in place. They just kind of, we're going to do this, and hopefully it works. So how does this all play out? Your crystal ball is needed on this. 724-438-4593. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
It's that time. The 10 best days of summer are back at the Fayette County Fair. Save now when you buy advance tickets, either online or at participating locations. Ride the Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round, and so much more. Fun for all ages. And don't forget the food. Funnel cakes, corn dogs, and freshly squeezed lemonade. Plus, non-stop entertainment. There's motocross, tractor pulls, demolition derbies, mud mania, monster trucks, even a rodeo. Or kick back and enjoy this year's great concert lineup, all included with your ticket. Our local favorites, the Clarks, the Oak Ridge Boys, Lost Years, Smith & Company, the Katrina Lid Band, and a lot more. Buy discounted tickets now through July 29th to save time and money for the whole family. The 2026 Fayette County Fair, July 30th through August 8th. For tickets, schedules, and info, visit FayetteFair.com.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges
Is
Jr.
Dad's favorite chair starting to look like it has seen better days? Are the arms tearing from years of use? I bet the footrest doesn't even work anymore. What color is it? Really? Wouldn't it be wonderful to get Dad a brand new recliner? Chesler's Fine Furniture on Route 51 north of Uniontown is your recliner headquarters, with prices starting at just $429. Select from Lazy Boy or Best Upholstery. Dad can nap in comfort in a recliner that's just right for him. Choose from fabrics or leather, manual or power, and some of our models have heat and massage settings too. The recliners are all in stock right in the store. There's surely one to fit your needs. If Dad has special needs, Chesler's has the largest stock of lift recliners in a variety of sizes and colors, with some massage features and power headrest settings too, starting at just $7.99. Credit terms and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got, about 3.5 minutes left in hour one. So plenty of time for you to call me up here, 724-438-4593. I am looking for recommendations on TV shows, whether it's on, a streaming device, Netflix, Prime, Disney, whatever it might be. Looking for recommendations on that. So give me a call. Let me know. What have you been watching? What are you enjoying? I want to hear from you on that, because I'm looking. There's just so much content out there to view right now, and it's hard to tell sometimes, what's good, and truly good, and what is, well, you might think is good, but they're just giving you the highlights, and everything else stinks. You've seen that. You've had that happen to you. You've seen a movie advertised on TV, and you go to the theaters, and you with high anticipation because the promos, they look wonderful, they're exciting and stuff, and then you get there and that's it. There's nothing else to go along with it, and you're saying, hey, that was a waste of money. So what TV shows, what streaming shows have you been watching? So and what do you like about it? So give me a call, 724-438-4593. I had mentioned the moon and Saturn will be in the night sky. They'll be not necessarily side by side, but they're millions and millions of miles apart, but they're going to appear, I guess, maybe just a couple thousand miles apart. So it's all an optical illusion, of course. But to me, I don't know if I can last until 12:30. But that would be something interesting to see. It is, looking up at the night sky, you really sit in awe, especially if it's a clear night and the stars are really, just watching to me. You just, I don't know. It's hard to, you just contemplate the universe, I guess. So, will you be watching that for that tonight as well? So 724-438-4593. The average new car payment I mentioned earlier, $770 for a new average new car. Of course, that's average. There's higher payments. There's lower payments. With these higher payments, does the new tax incentive, in other words, you can write off interest payments for a new car on your income taxes? Now, not all cars qualify for that. It's got to be a mostly USA-made vehicle. So does that make it a little more enticing for you to get a new car at this point in time? Maybe we can talk about that next hour, because we're pretty much out of time this hour. Fox News is just around the corner. Then is TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. When it's all said and done, I'll be back here for hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. More open conversation. 724-438-4593. This is WMBS Uniontown. It is, just about 2 o'clock.
An unstable building in New York City. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
This is an extremely serious situation.
New York Mayor Zoran Mamdani after fire officials responding to reports of bricks falling on the east side of Midtown Manhattan found support columns buckling in a high-rise that's under renovation.
And that's when crews immediately evacuated the building that is being converted from a former office space into a residential apartment building. Thankfully, all those workers are safe. Fire officials say the buckled support columns caused floors between the 21st and 26th stories to sag, and authorities quickly cleared out several nearby buildings, including a hotel and a school.
Fox's CB Cotton near the scene, where engineers are investigating what caused the columns to buckle, with a frozen zone in place until they can determine it's structurally sound. Pushback from the defense as prosecutors try to convince a Utah judge there is probable cause to put Tyler Robinson on trial for Charlie Kirk's murder.
Isn't it fair to say that as of the moment that Tyler Robinson voluntarily surrendered to authorities in Washington County, as of that moment, you all did not know who the shooter was? Is that right?
We had identified a person of interest, but we did not specifically know who the shooter was.
State Bureau of Investigation agent David Hull answering lead defense attorney Catherine Nestor on day 2 of a preliminary hearing expected to last all week. No word yet today from Graham Plattner, the Senate candidate in Maine, facing growing calls from fellow Democrats to step aside after a rape allegation he denies. At the World Cup, Argentina's Lionel Messi scoring his 8th goal of the tournament, leveling the match with Egypt at 2 goals apiece before Argentina scored again in stoppage time. Still tied. America is 3-2 now the score. America is listening to Fox News.
Join WMBS for a special live broadcast from the Fayette County Firefighters Convention at the Perry Township Volunteer Fire Department in Perryopolis on Monday, July 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. Hi, I'm TJ DeStefano. Brian Morozak and Ron Berry will join me as we celebrate our local heroes. Our broadcast is sponsored by the Ely McRory Funeral Home in Fayette City. That's a special live broadcast from the Fayette County Firefighters Convention, Monday, July 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Perry Township Volunteer Fire Department in Perryopolis. Stop by and spin the famous prize wheel and say hello. The Fayette County Firefighters remind you to commit to serve our community with the same compassion and respect that our firefighters display every day. We will see you on Monday, July 13th at the Perry Township Volunteer Fire Department with a live broadcast courtesy of the Ely McRory Funeral Home in Fayette City.
President Trump and more than 30 other NATO leaders just arriving for dinner at the presidential compound in Turkey, where President Erdogan is hosting a two-day NATO summit. Meeting with Erdogan earlier today, President Trump said U.S. sanctions on Turkey will be lifted, possibly paving the way for Turkey to buy F-35 fighter jets.
Congress and the White House during Trump's first term barred Turkey from purchasing it after the NATO ally acquired the Russian S-400 air defense system. Israel's prime minister has voiced his opposition to the move. Turkey claims it has already invested $1.4 billion into the program and planned to purchase 100 of the jets.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Ankara. The summit comes as peace talks between the U.S. and Iran are paused during the funeral for Iran's slain supreme leader. But Iran is suspected of resuming attacks in the Strait of Hormuz, where 3 commercial tankers were hit today. Just getting reports of Qatar's foreign ministry summoning a deputy Iranian ambassador to protest the targeting of one Qatari tanker. A member of the British Parliament is stepping down so he can run again, hoping to clear his name.
Conservative British MP Nigel Farage says after Parliament cut his security funding, he's thankful to crypto investor Christopher Harbon for stepping in and making up the shortfall. But Parliament's Standards Commissioner is investigating that and other donations as undeclared. So Farage says he will now step down as MP, but run for the seat again.
No, I've decided that the people of Clapton should be the judges of my actions. This will be a people versus the establishment by-election. It's a chance to stick 2 fingers up to the entire establishment.
He's also blasted a British media outlet for publishing a picture of where his daughter lives, saying they violated her security. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Stocks are lower as tech shares head south again. Another drop driven by AI-related concerns. The Dow's down 136, the NASDAQ down 160. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's mostly cloudy and 81 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, Fayette County's personal injury attorney since 1976. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll check sports and weather after the news. The Uniontown City Council narrowly approved an over $171,000 playground equipment upgrade for Bailey Park in a 3-2 vote. While opposing council members and the mayor supported the project itself, they argued it should have been funded through grants rather than unplanned city spending. Additionally, the council approved a new 3-year contract with the police department's Teamsters Union to restructure the wage scale and authorize lateral hiring. These police department measures aim to boost recruitment efforts as recent staffing shortages have forced the city to rely on state police for overnight shifts. Police are asking for the public's help in identifying a suspect in a hit-and-run crash that happened in Washington County. City of Washington police shared information Monday night and said that the woman ran away from the crash scene, saying that she can't go back to jail. Anyone with information should contact City of Washington police. Residents are asked not to share the woman's identity in a public forum, but to make sure it gets to them directly. The U.S. Postal Service is raising the price of a first-class Forever stamp on Sunday. The new rate is a 4-cent increase from 78 to 82 cents. The Postal Service cited its severe financial crisis and continued operational costs as the reason. USPS is also raising rates on other mailing service products, and overall, the changes will raise prices about 4.8%. The Postal Service filed notice with the Postal Regulatory Commission in April regarding the proposed mailing services price changes. You are probably already celebrating today's National Day as it's Americans' #1 comfort food, and Bree Tennis is going to tell us what it is.
Today is National Macaroni Day, celebrating the elbow pasta we cover in gooey cheese sauce. And according to the people at Kraft Foods, 54% of us eat it every week. Easy to make. Boil some noodles, make a quick bechamel sauce, and toss in a ton of grated cheese. That'll take you about 45 minutes. Or you can use the box kind, and in 15 minutes you're there. No judgment. Now the question, fork or spoon? I'm Bree Tennis.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather are next.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, the Pirates will start a 6-game homestand tonight. They'll host the Atlanta Braves at PNC Park. Paul Skeens will get the start for the Bucks, who are 46-45 and have won 2 in a row. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame is 6:15 with the first pitch at 6:40. Today, a source told MLB.com's Mark Feinsand that Pirates shortstop Connor Griffin has a torn tendon in his left ring finger and could miss at least a month. The team has not confirmed the injury. Griffin could opt to play through the injury per Feinsand, but an IL stint is the most likely course of action. We'll have to keep on top of this situation here that we have just learned about. And 3 weeks from today, the Steelers, they'll report to St. Vincent College in Latrobe for training camp. That's July 28th. The first practice will be July 29th at 11 a.m.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
This Weather Watch is brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
And it'll be mostly cloudy this afternoon. Can't rule out an isolated shower or storm, 83. Partly cloudy tonight, 69. Flood watch in effect until 10 tonight as well. And mostly cloudy tomorrow. Again, an isolated shower or storm can't be ruled out, and a high of 87. Right now, it is mostly cloudy and 81 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. It's 2:11 on this Tuesday. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes on WMBS.
This Weather Watch was brought to you by Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. Is it time to find a home that fits your lifestyle? Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with beautiful, energy-efficient homes packed with features you've been dreaming about at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51.
It's that time. The 10 best days of summer are back at the Fayette County Fair. Save now when you buy advance tickets, either online or at participating locations. Ride the Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round, and so much more. Fun for all ages. And don't forget the food. Funnel cakes, corn dogs, and freshly squeezed lemonade. Plus, non-stop entertainment. There's motocross, tractor pulls, demolition derbies, mud mania, monster trucks, even a rodeo. Or kick back and enjoy this year's great concert lineup, all included with your ticket. Our local favorites, the Clarks, the Oak Ridge Boys, Lost Years, Smith & Company, the Katrina Lid Band, and a lot more. Buy discounted tickets now through July 29th to save time and money for the whole family. The 2026 Fayette County Fair, July 30th through August 8th. For tickets, schedules, and info, visit FayetteFair.com.
Fayette County Fair, incredible fun for everyone.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. Tired of running out of hot water? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is your local source for reliable tank and tankless gas water heaters. Whether you're replacing an old unit or upgrading to an energy-efficient tankless system, we have options to fit your home and budget. Our knowledgeable team is ready to help you get dependable hot water when you need it most. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com. Koval Building Supply. Everything you need to keep your home running comfortably.
Hello, Uniontown and Fayette County. This is Attorney Vince Quattrini of the Quattrini Law Group. Be sure to tune in at 11:25, the first and third Mondays of each month on this station. The Quattrini Law Group attorneys will be providing guidance on what to do when you're injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident. We'll also share tips when applying for Social Security disability benefits, when appealing a veteran service-connected disability claim. We do it every day, all day. You can also set up an appointment in our Uniontown or Somerset office. The consultation's free. Call Quattrini Law Group today at 724-439-8300 or Google Quattrini Law Group. That's 724-439-8300. Have a great day.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. I'm your host for Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Give me a call, whether it's on one of my topics or there's something else that you wish to chat about. That's fine by me. We'll talk about it. But either way, you're going to have to call. Hey, What's on Your Mind brought to you by Gary's Auto Sales, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, Coldwell Banker at Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, Bright Stripes Seal Coating and Line Striping, AR Roofing, and Remodeling. All righty, just recap my talking points. The U.S. men's national soccer team lost in the knockout round last night to Belgium by a score of 4-1. So the U.S. is done in the World Cup. Although the World Cup continues, heading into the round of 8, as we head towards the championship game around July 16, 18, something like that rings a bell. So we could chat about the soccer loss last night if you want. Graham Plattner, the Democrat candidate for senator in Maine, is having a little bit of a problem up there. He's losing ground in the polls, and he's been hit with another sexual assault allegation. And with this one, a lot of his support and endorsements are being polled, people urging him to drop out of the race by July 14th so that the party can then put in a replacement candidate on the ballot. If he waits till after the 14th to do so, his name stays on the ballot, making things a little more difficult for Democrats in that state. Average new car payment, $770 a month. I don't know if that's based on a 3-year, 4-year, 5, 6-year payment plan. I don't know. But $770 a month. A lease payment, $619, and a used car, $531. The average finance, the average amount of money financed for a new car loan, $43,925, and for a used car, $27,070. So outstanding consumer debt in the U.S. when it comes to car debt, it accounts for 9% of consumer debt, $1.685 trillion in outstanding car debt in the United States. So your thoughts about that? Will you take a car not necessarily to your liking in order to bring down your monthly payment? You know, cut back on some of the amenities, if you will, the add-ons to lower that payment? Or do you say, the heck with it, I want what I want, and it doesn't matter what my payment is? So a wholesale club, BJ's Wholesale Club in Ocean Township, New Jersey, the roof collapsed yesterday due to, well, right now I think they're talking excessive rain. So trapping about 27 people inside the building. Nobody was hurt, fortunately, on that. So I know of one BJ's in the area. That's out in Bridgeville area. So if you travel on 79, it's like next door to the Tesla dealership or the Carvana. You know, Carvana's got that tower there. You know, it looks like a Pez dispenser of cars. So they're in that same area. Ford is being hit with some more recalls again. This is on top of the, 40-some, was it 40-some thousand last week? I forget now. 110,000 plus cars in this go-around, dealing with the Mustang GTD, and the electric Mach-E Mustang. The gas-powered cars are being recalled because of a windshield wiper defect, and the electric Mustang, problems with the drivetrain that could cause it to, I don't know, lock up or do something, that possible accident there. The moon and Saturn will be seen together tonight in your night sky, something that doesn't happen very often, but you'll be able to see both of them. Not necessarily side by side, but close enough that you're not going to have to turn your head to see both of them. Best time to see them is going to be about 12:30 a.m. tonight. And authorities in New York City are keeping their eye on a 38-story high-rise in Lower Manhattan that appears to be on the verge of collapsing. Authorities were getting calls about bricks falling off of the former Pfizer pharmaceutical headquarters this morning. And once fire department got there, several floors were buckling, as well as support columns. So there's that. And I am looking for your recommendation on TV shows. What should I be binge watching right now? What's new out there? I want to hear from you. And even if you watched it in the past, I want to know what you watched. Because, with streaming devices now, it's out there. You can go find it still. So even if it's something you watched 4 years ago, I want to hear what it was you watched, why you liked it, why I might like it. So give me a buzz on that, please. I'm all alone at night now, and I got to find something to occupy my time. I can only clean the house so many times. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. I want to hear from you. Let's see. Gas prices are dropping. You know what I found interesting? So I was up in Meadville this weekend. Prices are about 30 cents cheaper up in Meadville. I don't know why, but they are about 30 cents cheaper than they are down here, 30, 35 cents, right in that ballpark. So, but gas pricing is coming down. I don't think you're quite in the $2 range in Morgantown yet, but it's getting there. It's in the lower $3 range. So if this continues, and the president has said he'd like to see gas at around $2.50, kind of celebrating America's $2.50. By the way, he is urging other stores and Walmart. I don't know if it's at the urging of the president or not, but Walmart has announced that it is cutting prices on a lot of its food. Hamburgers are cutting by 15%. So anyway, if prices continue to come down, especially oil, your gas prices, does this increase Republicans' chances in the fall? Does it increase their chance of holding on to the House and the Senate in the fall? What's your opinion on that? Or does it not matter? Does it not matter, or do you think? And why, if you're in the camp that says it doesn't matter, why? So I'm just curious. So give me a buzz on that. So, but yeah, oil is flowing. Yeah, I guess it went back up a little over $70 today, but it's been down in the 60s. So far sight better than it was just, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, where it was up at over 100, I believe. So does it make things easier for Republicans moving forward in this election cycle? So we'll add that into the conversation as well. I brought this up yesterday. We'll put this back in there too. Paul Skeens, Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher, was named to the National League All-Star team. He's the only Pirate named to the All-Star team. Major League Baseball rules say every team has to be represented in the All-Star game. Paul Skeens has not had necessarily a very good year. Is there another Pirate that you feel was more worthy to have been named to the All-Star squad? I guess Paul Skeens himself was even surprised to be named. He realizes his season's not going as well as his first two. So who, in your mind, should have been named to the National League All-Star team? There's a couple other starting pitchers. We won't even bring up the bullpen. There's a couple other starting pitchers that are having nice seasons. Maybe one of them should have gone instead, especially since it looks like Paul Skeens is not, excuse me, is not going to be available to pitch in the All-Star game. He is scheduled to pitch Sunday before the All-Star break hits, so he won't be available to pitch in the game. So with that being the case, should someone else have been named? You got that. We also have Steeler football is, well, can we say it's just around the corner? You know, training camp. I'm not sure when it starts. Here, let's see if I've got this handy little computer in my hand. Let's see if we can find out when training camp opens up. I got to remember how to spell and everything to get where I want to go. But they'll be up at St. Vincent again. And they'll be doing their, open to the public type of thing going up. So will you be going up there? And have you been before? And I guess why? Why? I'm a Steeler fan. I enjoy watching them. Players report July 28th. So, 3 weeks away? We can say it's right around the corner. I've never been to training camp. I've never had the desire to go. What is the draw? And I know you're out there. I know you go. What's the draw? What's the attraction to going to watch training camp for a day or 2 days or however many times you go? So let me know about that. So the 2026 Steeler training camp, July 28th starts. So it kicks off the NFL season for the Steelers. So we can chat about that. How do you think the quarterback race is going to go? How many quarterbacks will the Steelers keep? And because they've got 4, right? Who's the odd man out? If they only keep 3, if they only keep 2, one goes on the practice squad maybe. Who's the odd man out? I'm asking. So give me a call, 724-438-4593. So there's a number of things there that we can chat about. Both lines are open. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
for personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org. Or
Serving number 3,944.
warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office?
Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
It's gorgeous outside, which means it's time to get to Bittersweet Cafe of Farmington. From their incredible daily lunch specials featuring farm-to-table fresh ingredients to their refreshing drinks, frozen treats, smoothies, and iced tea, Bittersweet Cafe has something for everyone. Enjoy this beautiful spot nestled in the Laurel Highland Mountains, just a few miles outside of Ohiopyle on Farmington, Ohiopyle Road. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. 724-208-5281. What makes buying your next vehicle for me worthwhile? I make it a very easy 5-step process. You look, you shop, you ask, you decide. And I listen. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicks and Baw's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks and Baw's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's a Pawpaw lady.
Hey, Papa, how you doing?
All right, I haven't called in a while, but I heard the announcements earlier today around 12:30, and they mentioned a Fresh Fire food giveaway this Thursday being at the Uniontown Mall. Well, I've been helping them for a couple years, and I got a call yesterday, that they are going to be back on Connellsville Street, the Fresh Fire.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that people know to go there instead of the mall. If they drive up the mall and see no food, they'll probably just figure, hey, I'm not getting anything this month, and leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to mention that. And another question I had is when I do go there to help, and when I just drive past that part of the mall parking lot there by the JCPenney's, there are always a bunch of burnout tire track marks all over that parking lot.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Do they have like some kind of activity there? Because we went by one Saturday night and we saw a bunch of cars parked facing that, and there was a car in the middle doing wheelies or something. So I didn't know if there was some kind of thing that they allow to go on there.
I know the tire marks you're talking about, Papa lady. I see them too. I can't imagine that the mall is allowing that to take place. I'm sure it's a bunch of kids or young adults that don't have anything better to do that are going off and showing off and, ruining their tires for fun.
I didn't know something they sanctioned, but I didn't think so just because that parking lot's been a consternation for that mall for a while, and I think they've been taken to court a couple times about how terrible that parking lot is.
Well, I know the South Township supervisors have sued them. The courts have recently ordered the owners of the mall to make repairs. I don't know if parking lot had anything to do with that. I thought a lot of it had to do with internal repairs and stuff. But regardless, I can't imagine that the ownership would knowingly permit or allow that activity to take place.
Okay, and maybe somebody can confirm that the food giveaway is going to be on the Connellsville Street by the Fresh Fire Church again, because at one time that was an issue with all the cars parked along there. I mean, either way, you're going to be sitting there sweating in your car, but I think it was traffic problems before that had it removed from Connellsville Street.
Okay.
Well, maybe somebody listening knows.
Alrighty. Well, they've heard it. So
and nothing else, it's a public service announcement for those who participate.
Yes. So, we get the public service announcements here. People, associated with those organizations, they either email them or drop them off. So, I don't know if anything has changed since we received that information or not. So, if somebody else knows, give us a call and we'll pass the word.
All right, then. Have a good day.
Okay.
And binge watch Godzilla or old Looney Tunes.
Oh, well, there's a good idea, too. Maybe not so much Godzilla, but Looney Tunes. So, because I love the Looney Tunes. But I thank you for that suggestion.
All right, then. Have a good day.
Thanks, Papa Lady. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All righty, here we go. Let's get another call. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, Mark, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Hey, I saw a hummingbird this morning when I was sitting on the front porch.
I love hummingbirds. They're just, they're amazing. I love, I've never seen it in person, but you'll see it on the internet every now and then. Somebody that, has like 10 feeders and 100 hummingbirds visiting, and they fight and everything. They're amazing creatures to me.
Yeah. Russ, about 20 years ago, I had a pretty good time in my life. I was working the mine, making some good money. But like in mid-June, everything was just so green. Like there's no more flowers left. And I used to hang up some flower pots right in front of the front porch. I had maybe about 3 of them. And my God, I used to get the hummingbirds all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So,
but the real reason I called is about the young people at the mall.
Yeah.
With the cars. That's just a bunch of gearheads hanging out doing a little Chevy rapping.
Okay. Ruining their tires.
Yeah. Then, and I'll probably have my scanner on. I've heard drag racing from the Uniontown Mall. I've heard that a number of times.
Okay.
I got to do stoplight to stoplight.
Yeah. It's and unless a state trooper is right there, it's going to continue.
Yeah, well, yeah. I remember it used to happen a lot on Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah.
I know. I was sort of like in the area.
I've heard stories from friends that are lifelong residents of the area. How it wasn't racing so much or burnouts, but it was cruising.
Yeah. I mean, I used to take the T-tops off the old Trans Am and cruise around the mall and light the tires up a little bit.
Yeah, make the circuit around the downtown Uniontown up to the Uniontown shopping center to the mall. Sure. Yeah.
Those are good old days, Russ.
Those
are good old days.
Yeah. It used to be North Park Lake for me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Okay.
So
that's all I got for today, Russ.
That's one of the reasons I like watching American Graffiti.
Oh, that drag racing. Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's not so much the drag racing. I mean, that's part of it towards the end, but it's just the cruising around town and all the different beautiful old cars.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And at the end, I always like they sort of like say what happened to them, and so and so got killed in Vietnam, and you recall, and
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, kind of like Animal House, where at the end of the movie they tell you where all they went, where all of those guys went.
Animal House came after American Graffiti, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yes, it did.
Well, everybody does a little bit of copying. Richard Dreyfuss was in American Graffiti, right?
There were a ton of stars in that.
Harrison Ford was in the car, the Chevy.
Suzanne Summers. You had Cindy Williams. From Laverne and Shirley was in it. Mackenzie Phillips, from daughter of Papa John Phillips.
The Mamas and the Papas, yeah.
Absolutely, and Ron Howard.
Yeah.
And there's a few more that I can't think of.
Yeah.
Wolfman Jack was
Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford was in that '55 Chevy or something like that.
Yes, the one that rolls over at the end.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever seen it in the movies. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah. Yep. So Wolfman Jack was in it.
Oh yeah, the voice.
Yeah. Very much.
I remember the voice.
So. Yes. So. What? I just saw him. I was watching Becoming Led Zeppelin, and he was on that documentary as well. Yeah. So okay. Alrighty.
All right, Russ.
All right, Mark. Thank you for your call.
Right.
Bye bye. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello. Listen, I'm 91 years old.
Okay.
And I have not. Okay, I have Breeze line. I haven't had any TV or phone service, my landline, for 4 days.
Okay.
And I call them, and I can't get any satisfaction at all. I mean, I have to rely on my cell phone.
Yes.
But I have a landline, and, I mean, you just can't get any satisfaction from them.
So, who is your phone landline provider?
It's Breeze line.
Breeze line?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I know.
Yeah.
My niece was here for 4 hours today trying to get some satisfaction. Now this is ridiculous.
Yes. I wish I knew what to tell you, ma'am. I really do. I don't know. I don't know if BreezeLine still has a office building over by Laurel. So they're no longer over by Laurel Highlands High School.
So Bailey Lane, Bailey
Lane.
No, they're not there anymore.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. And last I heard, they don't even have one of those options where you leave your phone number and they'll call you back, do they?
Well, no, but then when you do, you still get in it. You can't get any satisfaction. I mean, it's, and I don't know how to get rid of them. I'm just, I don't know.
Well, well, it's very easy to get rid of them. You call up another provider.
Well, that's what I'm going to. What I'm going to have to do.
You check with, whether it's OmniFiber, I know is in the area. Verizon, I believe, is still in the area itself.
Well, what about DirecTV?
I'm not that familiar with DirecTV, and what's the other one now?
There is another one.
Yeah, there is another. I can't remember it right now. I'm not so sure about their phone services, if that's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, okay, because I still have my landline plus my cell phone, which I'm on now.
Right. So, and of course, if you've got your cell phone, you don't necessarily need the landline anymore.
But people try, because I have nurses coming to my house, and they have my landline number.
Well, you can change. I mean, that I understand, but that is an obstacle you can over. You just give them your cell phone number from here on out.
I'm going to try. If I can find their number, I'm going to try to call them and let them know.
Well, next time your nurse comes by, you let her know, and see if she can help you in that regards too.
Well, this new technology, it's ridiculous.
I hear you. I hear you. I know exactly what you mean. There are times that I'm able to handle it, but there's other times it's like I have no idea.
I mean, I went to school years ago. I didn't learn all this stuff.
Yes.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate you listening to
Okay.
me anyway.
Yeah, and if
Okay.
anybody else has some ideas there as far as getting through to Breeze Line, give us a call and give us your hints for that. So, all right.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Russ,
Yes.
good afternoon, sir. This is Bill.
Hey, Bill.
I've talked to you for a long time.
Been a while.
I've been having some medical problems.
Yeah.
I'm currently in a medical facility out in Washington, Pennsylvania.
Well,
But
I hope
get
you're
along
mending.
okay.
I hope you're mending.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. The reason I called you talk about TV options. I think you were talking about that.
Well, the lady that was just on, she's been without TV or her phone for the last 4 days. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, she's with Breeze Line, and she can't get through to anybody to take care of the problem.
Time change carriers.
Yes, it is. Yes,
yeah,
it is.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I have Cricket, and it does me some justice. But I just wanted to mention too that there's a lot of TV programs. I'm sure what most of your listeners are well aware on the internet. It's unbelievable. You get things on here that you grew up with watching on TV, and as a kid, and unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I found one that has, oh my gosh, stuff, but it's international. I have probably, I bet you 4,000 to 5,000 TV stations on my phone.
Oh, wow.
And different apps and what have you. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch that stuff because you can go around and listen to different things and watch different parts of the world. I would suggest you get to do carrier if that's. I think that's their best interest because first of all, I've never heard of Breeze Line, but I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Breeze Line took over. That used to be Atlantic Broadband.
Oh, okay,
So,
I got you. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest you get to go to wherever she wants to go, Cricket, Verizon, whomever, and see what kind of deals they have for her because doesn't seem like she's going to get any cooperation. And I don't know about her, but me, I got to have, well, I only have a cell phone, so I have to go with what I got. And I carry my phone literally everywhere I go.
Right.
If I would go scuba diving, I would probably carry it with me there too if I could. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. I mean, I don't want to tell her what to do and not putting that company down by all means. But that's what it seems like she should do. Go somewhere where it's
Absolutely.
better service. One more question. I know you have to go on break. The Uniontown Mall. I haven't been up there for a very, very long time. How many stores are still up there?
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a handful.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I know Penny's is up there. That's the anchor. And I don't know. I can't even tell. I think there's one shoe store up there now.
Oh my gosh.
I think Spencer's is still there.
Wow.
I can't tell you. I honestly
I
can't
remember,
tell you. Yeah. I mean,
I can remember what call was it called? GBs or BGs or something like that.
I don't know. That's before.
It was on the far end. Yeah, it was a far end of the mall with, facing towards, I guess, Brownsville maybe. I bought a pair of shoes up there for $3 and I had them for 4 years. I wore them every day of my life. That was the good old days, huh?
Yep.
But okay, Russ, I just wanted to throw that out there to you, and you have a good day. Nice talking to you, and God bless you and all your listeners. Thank you very much, sir.
Continue mending.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bill.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Hey, we got to take a quick little break. When we come back, you and I together, we're going to close out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with some more phone calls. 724-438-4593.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor, available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
The music stopped when I started having knee pain.
For gospel singer Andrea Michaud, knee pain was keeping her from doing what she loves. That's when she turned to orthopedic surgeon Jason Kinney, MD, and the team at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital.
I am singing his praises.
Our patients benefit from large health system expertise and community hospital comfort. Learn more at wvumedicine.org/Uniontown.
Laurel Ridge Eye Care reminds us that vision problems may develop so slowly you don't even notice until you find yourself reading less and straining to focus. If that's happening to you, call Dr. Aaron Sobel at Laurel Ridge Eye Care for a complete vision exam. If there's one thing you shouldn't overlook, it's your vision. Laurel Ridge Eye Care and board-certified ophthalmologist Dr. Aaron Sobel remind you that early detection of eye disease can help prevent blindness. Their complete vision exams can help determine if you are developing problems. Laurel Ridge Eye Care offers full-service medical, surgical, and laser eye care with cataract surgery performed at Uniontown Hospital. Don't take chances with your eyes. Schedule your appointment today by calling Laurel Ridge Eye Care at 724-437-2222. That's 724-437-2222. All insurances are accepted, as well as Visa, MasterCard, and debit card at Laurel Ridge Eye Care, 130 West Fayette Street in the former Hockey Funeral Home.
Benjamin F. Goodwin, voted Fayette County's best attorney, and the entire award-winning Goodwin-Como law team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for the past 20 years. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, and criminal defense. They deliver dedicated, personalized representation with 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon. Visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. It is open conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, I was calling about Breeze Line.
Yes, sir.
I've had them for about 6 years, and I've been out internet and phone service for 3 weeks.
Wow.
And I end up canceling them. They were sending a box out. Everything they told you is lies. They're supposed to have people to call you back. They never call you back.
Mm-hmm.
They send a repairman out, and the cord's hanging, the cable's hanging on the line, and he's telling me it's in your house. I says, buddy, the storm was outside. It wasn't in the house. It was outside. And well, I need to see your. I says I want to let you in for $1 million because you're just wasting your time and my time.
Uh-huh.
Then he goes, are you telling me how to do my job? I says, no, I'm trying to help you to do your job because if there's a cable laying, the obvious sign would be to fix it before you worry about the house.
Yeah.
I said, no one did anything in the house. You got one coaxial cable going to the modem. And I says, no one touched it. No one moved it. I says, I would bet you your paycheck that it is not in the house, and he wouldn't take the bet. I said, I'll give you whatever you make. I don't care what it is, but I ain't going to have to pay you because I know for a fact it's outside.
Yeah.
So they're sending a modem. It took 2 weeks to get a modem. Okay, I already canceled them.
Yeah.
I got an AT&T 5G modem that runs off the satellite in 2 days. My daughter set it up, and within 20 minutes, we have the internet back. You can get a modem for, it's a little thing called Magic Jack for your home lines.
Okay.
And you plug the Magic Jack into the modem, and within 5 minutes you got phone service.
Wow.
And it's half price. I was paying close to $95 a month. And the first year with this, you don't have to buy the box. The first year we paid $35, and everything's free. And then from there it's $3 a month.
Okay.
So and everybody at Breeze Line, it's the same as Atlantic Broadband, just bigger idiots because they got people from every country. You know, they got more foreigners answering the phone. They're not even in the United States.
Sure, I hear you. Okay.
And I finally got somebody was supposed to have been a manager or somebody with authority. I told him, if you gave me free internet and phone for the rest of my life, I tell you, stick it. And she goes, why? I says, well, because every time the wind blew, we'd lose service, and you'd be out for 3 or 4 days anyways. And I said, I'm so fed up with the lies that everybody tells you. You can ask the same question, is it raining outside? And every person will have a different answer. So I was done. I'm done with them. Got the new service running. And now to get the box back, they were supposed to send me a label to return it. That was 2 weeks ago. They never done it yet. They were supposed to send a return label in the mail. They never done it yet. And everything they said, I talked to different people. Oh, yeah, you'll have that in 2 days. I was supposed to have the modem in 3 days.
All right. Hey,
So
sir, I'm sorry, but I got to run. I'm out of time. But, I hear you about Breeze Line. I'm glad you're hooked up with somebody else that appears to be working for you right now.
Yeah,
but thank you for your call. Hey, Fox News is next, followed by TJ with the local. This is WMBS Uniontown. It is 3 o'clock.
The defense tried to block it on Lisa Brady, Fox News, but a judge in Utah allowing a video compilation played by prosecutors who say it shows the movements of accused assassin Tyler Robinson on the day Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah.
Lead investigator David Hull testified the footage was compiled from a number of surveillance cameras on September 10th, exactly 300 days ago today.
Fox's Claudia Cowan at the courthouse in Provo, where it's day 2 of a preliminary hearing.
As the video played on a courtroom monitor, Hull described how a car believed to belong to Robinson entered a parking structure. Then a figure matching Robinson's description walked to the amphitheater where Charlie Kirk was set to speak and allegedly interacted with Turning Point USA representatives. Video also captured the suspected gunman on the roof of a nearby building, getting into a sniper position on the corner.
The man in the video is wearing shorts at first, then later in long pants and walking with a limp.